Morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Rich here, Monday morning again. Good to see you. Hope you're using your hand sanitizer, your gel, and staying healthy and strong where you are at. Again, it's great to come to you like this and to help start off your week just with a bit of news, a few updates, etc., etc. Remember, we are a church who are becoming passionate followers of the Lord Jesus. That's our be-all and our end-all. That is our mission, that is our vision, and those are our goals for our time together. As a church community, we are mourning the loss of one of our own. Christina Keel went to be with the Lord last Thursday, and a brief graveside service was held for her towards the end of the week. So if you would like to reach out to Harvey and to Judy, to Shane and Melissa and the kids, that would be very, very welcome indeed. We mourn with them, but not with those as have no hope, because we know that Christina, who was 96, 7, was a lady who loved the Lord Jesus with all of her heart. And so we know that she is in a much, much better place. It's good again to be looking forward to us all starting to come back together. Now, again, I want to say to you that there's a lot of moving parts in this. A lot of moving parts in this. In fact, the discussion for this started back in May when we put together a document trying to guess, outline, and phase in what it might look like for us all to start to come back together. So we gave that to our local health unit, and they went through it. They said it was a good document. And so we have made a couple of adjustments according to what they have said. So not what another province says, not what another city says, but with our own local health unit here in Pembroke. That's who we're going by, because they're the ones that really enforce the standards that we have all to abide by. So we've modified that document. We are ahead of the game. We are blessed. We are ahead of the game in a lot of different ways. So we are used to having multiple services. We will eventually get there. We know what that feels like as a church family. We have chairs. So we're able to manipulate the space within the auditorium to how we would want it and what will work best for physical distancing, social distancing, etc., etc. Our foyer has been opened up, so we have more room for people to move in there. Lots of sunlight. It's a pleasant space to be in. And also our technology has been updated. So we've got new technology has come in. We're testing it at the moment, and all seems to be going well. So those are some of the blessings that we have had in this time. Again, our community groups have proved to be a great blessing, as I've heard many stories of folks really glad, grateful for folk in the church just reaching out to one another. If you're a community group leader, thank you again for helping in this pastoral endeavor with us as a staff here at Calvary. Make those calls, send those emails, send that text, decide how many people you're going to do per week and just split it up and have those little touch points. Hey, calling again, how are you doing? What can I pray for? How's things going? Very, very important at this time. One last thing, this video is going to be accompanied with a link beside it in the description. And the link is to an article that I came across last week by a fellow by the name of Costi Hinn. Now that last name Hinn is going to go Hinn, church Hinn. Benny Hinn? Actually, yes. It's his nephew, would you believe? Costi would perhaps hold a number of different convictional positions than his uncle does, let's just say. But Costi is a good guy. He's been putting out a lot of different things of late, and I've personally found them very, very useful. And he's studying in the Midwest for his master's degree at the moment. But he's written an article called Navigating Different COVID-19 Recovery Convictions. And it's a great article. It'll make you laugh out loud with some of the things that he says. And it'll also help you to appreciate the vast range of opinions that exist on these topics. And coming back to church, You see, a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions about how we should come back. Should we be optimistic? Should we be cautious? Should we be confident? Should we be cautionant, which is a fusion of cautious and confident? And that's probably where I find myself. And I laughed out loud as Costi put that in his article, because I think that sums up a lot of us. We want to come back with confidence, but we also want to be cautious at the same time. We want to do due diligence. We want to show you love and care and support. We want to be good stewards, again, of you, probably our greatest resource outside of the Lord Jesus Christ here at Calvary Baptist Church. And so I want to say, read the article. Take 15 minutes or so just to hit that link, load it up, read through it, and enjoy it. But again, guys, as we look to return, and it's probably going to look like the first Sunday in July. I'm going to say that gently. First Sunday in July, July 5th. As we're looking to come back, and as we do come back, we need to be gracious with one another. We need to manifest those fruit of the Spirit that we've been told about over the last number of Sundays by Naomi, and then midweek by Pastor Paul as he's gone through them as well. In fact, I'm thinking about my opening sermon on July being right out of Galatians 5 again, emphasizing that whole thing of what it means to look like living by the Spirit of God. You're loved. I miss you deeply. It's great to have seen you guys in passing in different parts of Pembroke. And again, just hearing other people who say, oh yeah, I bumped into so-and-so the other day. I love that. I love the fact that we miss each other, and I love the fact that we're going the extra mile. And I'm going to ask you to continue to go that extra mile. And even particularly as we come back, we've had 3 months or so of sitting in our pajamas. If you even made it that far out of bed to the living room to watch the service, maybe you're watching it in bed with a piece of toast and a cup of tea. Don't know right now, don't care. But as we come back, we have to realize that church is more than just an avenue of delivering a religious commodity into your life. Church is so much more than that. One of the biggest parts of church is the fact that we get to do the one another's of the New Testament with one another. You can't do that if you're sitting at home, just sitting watching in front of a television screen. Fellowshipping with one another, loving with one another, caring, bearing one another's burdens, praying with one another. All of these things have to be done kind of face to face. And that's a very important part of church. And so again, I ask you guys to look excitedly for what's to come. We will give you more news as it comes, as we're figuring these things out as we go. Remember, we're leading off the map. There's no right way necessarily of doing this. There's many right ways of doing this. And so again, I ask you to be prayerful for us as a pastoral staff and as a leadership as we think these things through and do even those things to the glory of God. So this is Richard just signing off for now from the office. Bit of a different venue for this video, but God bless you. You're loved with an everlasting love. Rich signing off for now.